Okay, y'all, tell me why the Braxton family just turned their show into a full-blown soap opera this season. Like, if you thought last season was messy, buckle up, because what just went down in the latest episode had everybody online losing their minds. We're talking wild accusations, stolen credit cards, and somebody allegedly sleeping with Toni Braxton's man. Yeah, it's that serious. Let's talk about it. So, if you've been keeping up with the Braxtons on WeTV, you already know things have been crazy tense lately. But this latest episode, it took family drama to a whole new level. Basically, Towanda went off and accused Tamar of sleeping with Toni's boyfriend. And before anyone could even blink, Tamar fired right back, saying Towanda was the one who actually slept with Toni's man and stole her credit cards. I'm not gonna lie, it's giving pure chaos. But here's the thing. This new season has already been emotional for the family. They came back to TV after losing their sister Tracy in 2022. And even though it looked like her passing brought them closer, it's starting to seem like it actually made old issues even harder to fix. Now in season 2, which dropped in October, we've got Toni, Towanda, Trina, Tamar, and of course, their mom, Miss Evelyn. And baby, this lineup is already explosive. Now, there's this one clip from the new season that's been going viral, and it's wild. All the sisters are sitting together at a dinner table, trying to have what looks like a calm family talk. But y'all know that never lasts long in Braxton world. Next thing you know, Towanda straight up drops the bomb and accuses Tamar of sleeping with Toni's man. Everyone's jaws hit the floor. But before we get too deep into that, let's rewind a bit. This whole mess started after Tamar decided to air out that she helped Towanda financially, specifically that she put a down payment on Towanda's house. Now, say what you want about Tamar, but when she came in with that one, she definitely had the receipts and the confidence to back it up. She makes sure everyone in the room, and watching at home, knew it. And just when you think that moment couldn't get more awkward, Towanda comes swinging right back with the accusation that Tamar was the one sleeping with Toni's man. Like, girl, what? Of course, Tamar didn't take that lying down. She clapped right back and said it was actually Towanda who stole her credit card and slept with Toni's boyfriend. And apparently, she even said that Toni's ex told her this himself. Whew. Now at this point, everyone online was like, hold up. Who is this mysterious boyfriend that's supposedly hooked up with one of Toni's sisters? Because if that's true, it's beyond messy. And honestly, the craziest part? When Tamar said Towanda stole money off her credit cards, Towanda didn't even deny it. She just sat there. And to me, that silence said a lot. I mean, if it wasn't true, wouldn't you shut that down right away? And let's be real, this isn't the first time folks have whispered about Towanda having issues with money and family boundaries. There have been rumors for years that she's taken things from her own relatives before, even from their mom, Miss Evelyn. Of course, those are all alleged, but it definitely makes this latest accusation sound a little more believable, don't you think? If you've been watching them since Braxton Family Values back in the day, you already know Tamar and Towanda never really vibes like that. They've always had that oil and water kind of energy, especially when they worked around Toni. Towanda used to be Toni's assistant, and fans have been saying for years that she might have felt a little overshadowed by Toni and Tamar's success. I mean, let's be honest, Tamar really blew up from the show. Her personality made her a whole star in her own right, beyond just being a singer. So now with all this back and forth, fans are split down the middle. Some think Tamar is just being her dramatic self and throwing shade to deflect, while others believe Towanda's the one being sneaky and got caught up. But either way, the real question still stands. Who actually slept with Toni's boyfriend? Because at this point, it's looking like it had to be one of them. Honestly, I feel like this family's got so many old wounds that they never properly healed. Every time they try to come together for a new season, all that buried drama just comes bubbling back up. It's messy, it's emotional, and it's exactly why people can't stop watching. But what do you think? Do you believe Towanda really did all that? Stealing cards and messing with Toni's ex? Or do you think Tamar's just spinning a story for TV? I need y'all to drop your thoughts in the comments because this situation has everyone talking. And let's be real, with the Braxtons, things are only gonna get wilder from here.
I've been watching the Braxtons for years, and I've always said that Towanda is mad at Toni, but she can't talk that shit to Toni because Toni is the one that pays her bills. So she is mad at Tamar for Tamar going out to have a solo career, Tamar getting married, Tamar getting the life that Towanda was too scared to pursue herself.
This is pure speculation. So alleged. I'm just repeating what I saw someone say on Twitter. That in the beginning of Toni's career, she dated L.A. Reid's youngest brother, Bryant Reid. This would have been between 93 and 94. 32 years ago. If this is true, Towanda is saying that this happened when Tamar was a minor. That is nothing to shame Tamar about. If it happened, I don't believe that it's true. But if it were true, does Towanda have any awareness that 32 years ago, Tamar was underage? Now, perhaps she's saying, okay, later in life. That's one thing. But if she's saying, while he was with Toni, Tamar had to have been, 15 or 16? I'm exhausted with Towanda. Towanda's motivation in the scene where she says that Tamar stole boyfriends is to hurt Tamar, one, because she is doing everything she can to hurt her, despite Tamar showing up for her anyway. Despite being mistreated, Tamar still shows up for her financially. She already has Trina. Towanda and Trina have an alliance against Tamar, seemingly. And so in this scene, she can get Toni on her side. Toni is more distant because she's always busy and traveling and doing her Toni thing. So she can have Toni too that is tight with Tamar. So if she can get them to be in alliance with her, then Tamar will be the outsider. Because I don't believe for a second that Tamar was sleeping with Toni's men. And the way it's framed, if Towanda is talking about Bryant Reid 32 years ago, Tamar was a minor. I don't see how Tamar deals with this, because what she's framing is just disgusting.
Tamar not lying about Towanda stealing money from her to the point where her credit card bills are going up. In fact, Tamar telling the truth so much that Towanda had to say that Tamar slept with Toni's ex, which, mind you, how good of a sister can you be for you to know this information and not tell it until someone makes you mad? Like, you didn't tell Toni about Tamar sleeping with her ex until Tamar calls you out for being a thief, which you've been a thief before. So Tamar telling this wouldn't be that too far off. For the people in the back, that's not the first time Towanda stolen. In 2005, Towanda got arrested for theft by receiving and forgery, and she was convicted and pled guilty and got 4 years probation. She worked for an insurance company and stole checks from them, and she cashed one of them at a liquor store. When she filed for bankruptcy in 2019, her ex-landlord was suing her at the time for $76,000, and the judge didn't allow her to not have to pay that debt. She had to pay that back. Mind you, the landlord was suing for unpaid rent and damages, but they were damages like knife holes in the doors and walls and fire damage. Towanda, what was y'all doing in that house?